and welcome back to the Kelly O'Gorman colour along. This is part 4, and as you can see I managed to complete all of the antique gold, which is a bit brassy looking as well. And today we will be focusing on the sea and the boat. And I have decided, because I found a colour combination, to use a Lemouche marker pen for the boat, and that will be Terracotta in number 21. But first I'm going to zoom in towards the boat and the sea, so it makes it a lot easier for you all to see. There we go. So I will start off by doing the marker base, and then I'll move on to doing the sea, and it gives a chance for the marker to dry. And I have just noticed a mark on the cat's top there. There we go. I'm sure that'll get covered over when I come to colour it in. Right, okay. So, let's get this marker base done. If I can get the lid off. There we go. And there. As I've said in previous videos, the initial laydown of these is quite dark, but they do lighten up quite a bit. But in this instance, with the colour choices that I've chosen for the boat, it is going to be quite a dark boat anyways. I am using the thin nib for this. I think I should have put my light on the other side of me, but that's alright. I use the thin nib because I find that when I do, I have a bit more control over where the pen is laying down. I do have paper behind the image to prevent bleed through onto my January picture. And I'm not too worried about join marks on this bit, because I will be able to sort that out with the pencils. Just trying not to get the sea brown. Don't really want muddy looking sea. So for those of you who know, or for those of you who don't, I am getting 2 kittens on the 1st of March, and their names are Peeps and Poppy. Ella chose those names and I think they're really cute. So from the 1st of March, any videos I do may involve 2 little furry helpers. They both have black colouring on them with ginger and white, because Elaine, who is the mother of the kittens and also my cat, is ginger and white, so that is where the ginger come from. And the dad, which I have seen, is a black tortoiseshell, and he is really fluffy, and the kittens are fluffy. and I really can't wait. They also have a brother which is called Marmalade, and he is a ginger tabby like his mama, and he is a real mama's boy, scared at everything, but they all love to explore. They can all go up and down the stairs already with no problems. Right, so I will leave that to dry and we will move on to the water. And I am first off using my darkest colour, which is Blue Lake in PC1102. And I will start off here, and I am just going to go in from this section because this here and these here are more like swirls of the water and will cause shadow on these parts. So I'm just starting off with my heaviest pressure and just fading down. And again here, this is in front of this wave, so we will add a bit of shadow here, starting dark and fading out. Again here and here, so we'll have a bit of a shadow here, and again fading out. I do have plans for a few videos to show my colouring collection, as in my colouring books. It will be a few videos. I am in no way going to show these to brag about what I have. They are just so that people can see the books I have collected over the years. I have been colouring since I was in my early teens. I did art and design at school, so I have been collecting these books for quite some time. Right, I'm going to add a bit of shadow coming from behind the boat now. And again, it's going to be quite a lot of shadow behind this bit because this wave again is in front of this bit. And these parts here, the same again. So yes, I will do some videos showing my colouring book collection, and then I will do some videos showing my colouring mediums. Again, not just to show off. I would never show off what I have. It is literally because, especially for my mediums, I have been asked if I'm going to show what I have, and a couple of people have asked for me to show what colouring books I have, and there are a few other things that I do, like 5D paintings amongst others, which I can also show you some completed 5Ds I've done, and also some 5Ds that I have which I have to do. And in future I will do my completed pages at the end of each month, because this seems to be quite a popular way amongst other YouTubers to show the images you finished colouring throughout the month. so I will do that as well. This one here starts here and goes all the way to here, so I will try and do on the top waves I'll have the highlight, and I will make the bottom here have the shadow, and I'll make that come up. But yes, I will do those at the end of each month, at the very beginning of the month, showing what I did the previous month. I will also do haul videos and Happy Meal videos, and I will have another one of those coming soon, as I received a very lovely gift from a very lovely friend. And I also did a little bit of shopping not too long ago, and again I found some really good bargains. So if there is anything you would like me to do, then either send me an email at honoryourcrafts@gmail.com, or leave me a comment on this video or on any of my videos, depending on when you think of something you would like me to do. And depending on what it is, I will try my best. So Frank met the kittens, and I'm just going to turn the book a little bit there, and he was really excited. Frank being Frank, he was nudging them with his nose and nearly sending them flying. Poor little things. But as I said, they are quite adventurous, and apart from poor little Marmalade, they were quite full on with Frank just as much once they started to get used to his breathing and his excitedness. He did spend about 5 minutes running backwards and forwards between them and myself when he first met them, and he realized that it may be something else for him to try and play with, because at the moment our other cat Steve, she just does not like him, but she does antagonize him sometimes as if she does want to play. So I think she is slightly coming round, but very slowly. Right, so if I turn this back, get that back in frame, that is all my darkest colour done. I am going to then use this colour, if I can get that in, which is Carribean Sea, and that is PC1103. And this time we are just going to, with the very, very lightest pressure, go over everything you did, and again fade it out. With this bit, we are just trying to take away the harsh edges. I've missed a shadow there, so I'm just coming back in with my blue lake and I'm just putting a bit of a shadow here. And then back in again with Caribbean Sea. When the picture is finished, I will be coming back to this section and other sections with Posca pens to add highlights and details. Oh, I've missed another shadow I can do there. There we go. And then my final colour is blue slate, and that is PC1024. And again, just go over what you've already done. Just again to make sure there are no harsh lines. Some parts will be dark because they are behind, but that's what we want. We want a good gradation of colour because the sea is not flat. There are different tones in there. Go, and I'm just going to go back in from my darkest just to do this drop of water that I've missed. There we go. And that is the sea done. Like I said, we will come back when the picture is complete with Posca pens just to add some highlights and details and try to make these look more like the top of a wave where it is white and frothy before it hits back into the sea. So now I'm going to get my browns that I've chosen for the boat, and again I'm not going to use my very darkest at the moment, so I'll get my darkest that I'm going to use now, and that is Chestnut in PC 1081. And I want to start here because we do have the shadow caused by this part of the boat sticking right out. And again, just like with the sea, we are going to start with a fairly heavy pressure and fade out, and do the same for that. And I'm also going to do a bit down from here, and I'll do that for each plank. I will do a bit out and coming down from the top. These ones at the bottom here are going to be fairly dark from all sides because we have the wave overlapping the boat. I'm going to then get my next colour, which is Sienna Brown, and that is PC 945. And again, just go over what you've already done and fade that out. Because a lot of the colours already put down for the boat with the marker base, there isn't a lot of pencil work needs to go into this. So when I bring in my dark colour to add the shadows, I think it will definitely make each section stand out a bit more. So I'll bring that in now, and that is Black Cherry in PC 1078, and this is going over this part right next to the part that sticks out on the boat, and it is just giving it a distinct definition of a shadow. And the black cherry goes really well with the browns because it has that slight pinky purpley tone to it, as well as having a nice tone for the shadow itself with the browns. So there's that. Just blend that in a little bit. We will get our chestnut back. There we go. And then we will do the same for this bit. We will have a bit of shadow coming from here all the way down, and we will leave this part at this side as a highlight. Bringing back in Sienna Brown and going over what we've already done. And then I also have Terra Cotta in PC 944 just to make sure that any sharp edges are taken out. I'm not going to use the black cherry on this part because it does not need a distinct shadow. And then coming back in with Chestnut, on this section we have her elbows, which will be creating a shadow, so we will add that in. And then we also have the waves of the sea, so I will put those in as a shadow. We're really just mapping out everything where we want it to go. And then we'll put some slight shadows in between the planks of wood. I think we'll just make all of this a shadow, it's coming from all sides. So then just underneath each plank of wood we're going to put a slight shadow, and these planks of wood also have grooves on them. So we will just emphasize those grooves just a little bit by adding a bit of shadow on those. Do the same with the top plank as well. Doesn't have to be on every single piece, just now and again, so that you can tell that there are bit details on here. There we go. And I'm going to come in with my Sienna brown. And very lightly go over what I've just done. And then with our terracotta, just make sure that there are no harsh lines. And then finally, to emphasize our shadows with the black cherry. There's no need for such heavy pressure with this sort of colour either. We'll just give along each of the planks. And we still have the texture of what looks like wood for the boat. If you want to make the wood grains stand out a bit more, then go in with your black cherry. But personally, I like how they are just shown. I'll just do a quick shadow leading down to the bottom there. There we go, and that is your boat and your sea complete, until we come to add Posca pen for the details in the picture. Next time I will be starting or trying to finish the honey pot, the guitar and the cat and the owl, and we will see about, I might leave the sky to do for a last video. I'll do the sky and any of the details, and if I'm adding, well, I'll definitely be adding stickles, because as I've said previously, it's got to have a bit of glitter, because who doesn't love a bit of glitter? So I'll definitely be adding stickles. I'll be using Posca pens. So yes, I will finish off the sky and the details and stickles on my final video, but next time I will concentrate on getting the owl, cat, the guitar and the honey pot finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe if you would like to see more. And yeah, that is everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.